doing your budgets, which is totally cool. I got you covered either way. So make sure that when you are done with this video to check out all the links in the description box below, because there will be links for you to get your free printable download or your free download of the Excel spreadsheet. It's actually all packaged into one nice handy dandy package for you. Also, I've already done a video that kind of walks you step by step on how to set that up for yourself, but also how our family sets up our budget. And I always am using 100% real numbers that go in and out of our bank accounts every single month. Not only am I sharing with you our strategies on how we do our simple family budget, but if you're seeing the actual real numbers, that just might help you make it a little bit more relatable to the way that your family wants to do it. Welcome back, guys. Don't forget, if you're new, to hit that subscribe button. I do these budget updates every single month, but not only that, I talk about finance, food, and fun, all things to help you and your family live your dream lives on less. So let's jump into our family budget update for this month. Actually, it's for the month of September, so it's technically a few weeks ago. But I'm doing the update for you guys now. Oh, and yeah, this isn't my normal backdrop. I am actually at a conference right now, FinCon. What does that mean for you guys? It means that I'm figuring out how to be a better businesswoman for my business, Pennies into Pearls, and for me to better communicate to you guys all of the frugal living things that we love and have helped our family not only get out of debt, but to be able to set and stick to a budget. Okay, let's start with the game changers for the month. The biggest thing when it comes to hubby's paycheck is that this last month, he got what is called a uniform allowance. He's a police officer, and that's kind of like their bonus for the year, if you can call it that, because we use a lot of it to go towards uniforms and things like that. But occasionally there is a little surplus, which this year, hallelujah, they gave him a little extra of a bonus, which is a huge blessing. So let me tell you kind of how we allocated the money that we got from that bonus. The whole allotted amount was about $5,000, which sounds amazing, and it really is. And we had big plans for it. We wanted to maybe get a new paint job on the van. That's a long story. Of course, we needed about $1,300 of that to go towards uniforms and different like work supplies that he needed. We also were planning to use a big chunk of that to go towards a trip that we're taking in November for Thanksgiving. But plans changed because if you follow me on Instagram, which you should, you might have seen that we recently bought a truck, which was an amazing deal. And the way it worked out, we were pretty much able to sell our old 4Runner to get the truck, and it cost just a little bit extra. We used overtime to make up that difference, but it did turn out to need a little bit more work than we were anticipating. So we used a little bit of the $5,000 to go towards the truck. And then also our Cadillac, 1960 Cadillac, needed some work on it as well. So luckily we were able to use some of that money from the bonus to go towards that. We used about $1,300 combined for the Cadillac and the truck. Another really lame thing that happened is back in 2014, yes, that's when it was, I had worked previous to that, and anyways, I had this money in like a retirement account. Don't ask me the details. I didn't even know that I had it at the time until I quit working and the money got paid out, or I was shown the money or something or other. At that time, we decided just to pay all the taxes and fees and pull the money out. Well, we did pay the 20% taxes on taking the money out of the retirement account, but what we forgot to do was add that income into our total income on our taxes, which put us in the next tax bracket, which required us to pay more taxes. Now and so last year we got notice from the IRS, yay, IRS, that we owed an additional amount of money. So we took care of that last year. Well, again, we got another notice, and this time it was for state taxes. Last year, federal taxes, this year, state taxes, $660. So we had to pay that. And then we always pay 10% on any increase that we receive. So we paid $500 towards tithing. So that wiped out that really quickly. But again, we always try to find the positive in all things. And we were just grateful that we had the money to pay off all of the expenses that we had rather than having to scramble and find another way, even though we had really fun plans for that money. Then the next biggest thing would be to show you guys our new plans for saving. So let's jump into the computer and I will show you guys what I'm talking about.
All right, so let me bring you guys down to the very bottom of the savings page. Normally what you might have seen in previous budget updates is this page right here. But today I figured I kind of go through that every single month, and if there's nothing that changed, and if you're new here, just make sure that you check out the links down below if you'd like to see an itemized description on where we budget each money. But right now, I'm just going to show you the update as far as our savings goes. For the month of September, we were able to put about $1,100 into our house savings account. So you can see here for the first paycheck of the month, we were only able to put $100 away. And then on the second half of the month, we did $1,000. Our goal of kind of originally is to put like $1,700 into savings. Our new goal is put as much as we can. That just depends on how much availability my hubby has to do overtime or how much we're willing to put into overtime. Some months we feel that it's more of a value to us to have that family time together, and then other months it's more of a necessity to get that extra income. Then also let me show you, I also started tracking what paychecks I'm taking from pennies into pearls. I thought you guys might be interested to see kind of where that income is coming from. I have some big plans and changes coming for the budget updates. It's going to get a lot more detailed, so I'm hoping to start doing some tracking so you guys can see like itemized, categorized spending as far as our online spending goes. I did a video on our cash envelope system, and I'll probably do an update on that as well because things have changed a little bit. These are the paychecks that I'm taking from pennies into pearls currently. So in August, $1,250, September was $1,100, and then October, because that's where we are already, it's already the end of October. I gotta film a new budget update for you guys. In September, that's what we're looking at, $1,100. All that money was taken from pennies into pearls as a paycheck for moi. Back over to savings. You can see there that's where the house savings went to. Now this is where the biggest change has gone for the month of September. The biggest update is that we have currently gone into escrow for buying a home. Now there's some stipulations which stay tuned for the house hunt update, but it's kind of turned into this nightmare, including some outrageous liens on the property that the owner's trying to take care of, yada yada. We might not get it, but now we have some really realistic numbers for like exactly how much we're willing to spend on a home to buy in San Diego, which is just outrageous. I know, I already know it's a lot of money. Okay, so let me kind of walk you guys through this. These are the remaining numbers based off of kind of what we've already paid, which would be a $4,000 deposit, which goes towards the closing which goes towards the down payment. Estimated closing costs based off of what we are getting with the seller. So with this particular home, we're going to have about $6,000 on closing costs covered. And so we need to cover the remaining amount, and our estimated is about $10,000. So let me show you. This right here is what we currently have sitting in our house savings. So $11,396. This is the down payment minus the $4,000 that we already put down into a deposit. Then this is what we will be estimated to pay for closing costs. Then I estimated $300 for moving costs, and that's just high because it's about $100 to rent a truck. And then I left $200 very loosely to spend on food that week before we move and the week after we move, kind of like eating out / stocking up the freezer type thing. And again, with this specific property, we're going to have to rent and fill a propane tank on the property. So that's going to be about $300. So total, we're going to need $15,757, which leaves us with, we need an additional $4,361 to kind of give you guys an insider's perspective. I do have that money in a business account for pennies into pearls. So if we're not able to get overtime gigs in time to make closing date, then we'll just go into our pennies into pearls and take a big giant paycheck. And then just to kind of recap, we have still our $1,600 in our emergency fund, $400 in our Thanksgiving trip. You can kind of see the goals over here as well. Kids account is down to $748 because we had to use a lot of that for sports. And we always have a month's rent in advance. So like I said, a lot of this stuff is going to be changing, especially if we buy this house. So make sure and stay tuned for future budget updates.
So there you guys have it. That is our family budget update for the month. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and of course, leave me any and all questions down in the comments below. Thanks you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.